So I've been using Dia for a while now, and so I loved it. I switched to it, sorry, rather, because it's from the browser company that is the team that created Arc. Everybody loved Arc because it was such a fresh and new and powerful and capable browser. But I really loved the fact that it was AI first, and so first screen when you start a tab is basically the chat, and you can ask questions and it's going to bring up an answer from ChatGPT or whichever LLM they are using in the backend. And that was really the compelling thing. They've been improving quite a lot. The second obvious benefit that they introduced was to whenever you are on any page, and that's the key, you can, sorry, my bad, you can, it's Command E, you can open a chat that will have this page context to ask questions. So you have the idea, right? So I was already on Glide's page, and so I asked this, it's looking at the page, it's looking at internet, thinking, etc., and giving you the answer. And so it's very convenient to have on-demand, with context, answers to your questions. The other thing I like with Dia, and that is coming from Arc actually, that they brought back because everybody was requesting it, is the tabs. So you can actually move the tabs to the left, which gives you more height on the website you are browsing and also more visibility on all the websites you are browsing at once, because it's stuck on the side and you don't have to scroll or look at the tiny icons that are stuck at the top. The next one, I forgot the number we are at, is to be able to split screen. So let's say I have Sheets open and I want to compare that with my application. Go guide. Let's go. Oops. There you go. So for example, I open any of my basic demo apps and I want to change, or rather pick the data from a spreadsheet. So I can do that by just dragging the tab to the side, and then I have a view side by side. So in that case, obviously I want a sidebars at the top, so they have a shortcut for that. But I can have side by side without having to play with two windows. That was one of the key features, man, like the side by side windows within the side by side tabs within the window rather, is really the key thing. And the last thing that they introduced is actually the skills, which I don't really use, if I'm being honest. I have one for CSV and one for Glide JS column, and one for summarizing videos, but it doesn't really work because it can't find the transcript for videos, so it doesn't work. But I realize I already have I already have a bunch of GPTs that I use for specific use cases, and I don't really have so many like small things that I can. So basically, I'm not leveraging this a lot. And one of the constraints I figured when I was using this chat is that it stays in the Dia browser. So if I'm on the go, and because Dia is only a desktop app, I don't have the history of my chat and my answers. And sometimes I'm thinking about something I discuss with, to me, it's just AI and ChatGPT anyway. I'm like, where did I discuss this? I don't remember. So I don't have that because it's here. So now I know at ChatGPT released Atlas. It's been a while, maybe, I don't know. I just thought of it again yesterday, and so I decided to switch. And so the big key factor for me is to have merged chats between whatever I chat with on the side and my ChatGPT chats. Because what they say is essentially we are bringing the chat sidebar with the context in your browser, which is exactly what Dia does, and I'm sure they basically copy pasted the overall concept. But the good thing is once you create these chats, they live inside your ChatGPT account. So meaning I can go back to them. And I can also, from my phone on the ChatGPT app, I have all my stuff. So I actually can go back at night when I rethink about some discussion I had with ChatGPT based on an article I was reading. I can actually go back and continue the conversation on my phone everywhere. It's just convenient. The thing I was ready to be losing is not the bookmarks, not the history, nobody cares. Not the extension, they are all based on Chromium anyway, so it's all Chrome extension. And I only have, like you see, Bitwarden, iCloud passwords, and a few other ones. So it's like 5. I can take 5 minutes and add them back. But it was the side by side tabs, which I'm gonna lose. But in the end, I moved from my nice office and I'm working off my laptop, which is a 14-inch, so I don't have much screen real estate anyway. So I don't really care so much. And like I said, the skills, I don't really use them in the first place. One other thing I was kind of worried to lose is the vertical sidebar. But after clicking around, I realized that you can actually do it already. So that's one feature I got back. That's great. So in the end, I'm just missing my side-by-side tabs and skills, which I don't use. So I don't lose much. So I'm gonna give this a test, a try, a chance, and see if that works better for my workflows, and see if having this linking to my ChatGPT actually improves my productivity. And I'm gonna have most likely a V2 or a part 2 to this video. So thanks for watching and talk to you soon. Cheers.